Homemade lasagna.
So here we are back with another video, and guess what, a food video. As you can see here, there is a, what do you call this dish that goes in the oven? If someone can help me, a casserole, is that correct? Casserole dish that was accidentally broken on the one edge. And you know, this gave us an opportunity to go out and go and look for one. And it was for a friend's mom. And then also, I just had the opportunity to look and shop for myself, you know. And here you are looking at things now that I finally got myself. Now me and specials is one in one, you know. When I see specials, I grab it. So you know, looking at this photo, we only had one red casserole dish and we just had to go back and get a set. You know, that OCD was just getting to us. So that is why you can see we went back to the shop, I think 2 days after, to get the rest of the set. There's the other two. And now you'll see we have all three. And now that OCD is just feeling much more controlled. Here you're just looking at some shoe display that you might want, so you can message me for that. And then here we are finally seeing I also got some nice knives that I will use now to prepare this nice dish that will be coming ahead. I've also decided to keep the raw sound in the videos for you guys, just to keep it as raw as possible, you know, so that you have that nice authentic feel to it. So there you're looking at the set, and I like these rim plates, you know, that has a nice side edge so food can't fall off. And there we have the nice setup there, which we are preparing now for this lovely dish that we are going to be making for the first time. So welcome to join us. So here is just everything displayed nicely and organized. That is the number one thing that we do like at the winery, things to be organized. What you looked at earlier on was just samples of some court tops. You can see that I am a Taurus, which means I was born in May. Very patient and kind, like it says on the cup. Please go back and go have a look at what it says. And then here you can see now finally setting up for this delicious meal. As you can see, this was made quite a while back, Easter weekend or so, since there's Easter eggs. So we have a lot of footage that is stored, you know, that we will definitely be uploading. So the speaker goes everywhere, you know, whatever job site and so on. We love the radio. We learn a lot from the radio, very inquisitive, intriguing. So we definitely take the speaker with, and just gives us that energy.
Now that I'm free.
And here we are back to this delicious meal. So maybe some of you can guess already what it might be. I guess the previous video gave a clue away, eh? So we decided to go with two different dishes, just in terms of different spices, and you will see shortly. So we like color, and on the recipe that we saw on the box of the lasagna actually, that if the more tomato that you mix, the canned tomato, and you get the paste as well as your diced normal tomato, then or the tomato that you get in the shops, the round ones, it gives it this distinctive taste with all the tomato flavors. And you can see definitely like color and health, vegetables. So this is lasagna, a very healthy lasagna, and there you can see with the one side we went with oregano actually, if I correct me if I'm wrong, and the other side is Italian herbs rather. Teriyaki sauce as well, and also feeling quite good to that. So I don't know about you, but music just, gets in his soul and helps us just. Yeah, you can see now we are getting the scale sorted, and we want you to actually tell us which one do you think was better, the sound of Chris Brown, the next song coming up. It just shows you with making content that you need to take enough footage and so on, because you can't come back when it comes to the editing, and then that is when you can at least chop and chip and chop here and there. So we decided to keep this footage that's coming up next, and we would like for you to tell us, do you think this was a better song? But we decided to put it in either way because it's more watch time, and also we would like your input. So there's a different way of also getting your 50. There's if you know how to use a scale, you'll know that what I did there was something different, but also wasn't taken into account. It was just, I had the butter on there already and switch the scale on, and then it automatically takes that reading as your 0. So when you remove the butter, that's all. But anyway, let me not get too technical. And here you're looking at your bechamel sauce. If I'm saying it correctly, that's an apostrophe on the E. And you'll definitely see now that the lasagna box actually has a recipe on it. And on the recipe at the bottom it shows the bechamel sauce, and that is what we use for that. And you can see we definitely like a good setup for plating, and that is what we'll be doing shortly. So bechamel sauce just consists of flour, of milk and butter, and obviously we added a little twist to it, with some nice cheese melters, and then also the other thing was just some chopped up parsley. And then your bechamel sauce is going in first, then your lasagna leaves, and there you can see all three distinctive one biltong, and there is the recipe. You can see the homemade biltong was made by the woman, and there you can see like previously, or here it is again, basically your biltong, lasagna and your bacon, and this is just your standard cheesy and feta. The white is feta cheese. So definitely a first time for everything, and I can definitely guarantee you that this came out awesome. The last thing you want to do is waste ingredients, or waste anything for that matter. So we are truly happy with how this came out. I'm sure you know by now that food is also maybe a thing that we enjoy doing, making, and also plating. Here you have a nice, this is the plate that we bought with the rum, And here we are putting it to good use with a nice dash of parsley on top, and there you just have a nice finish. And this was definitely exquisite. I hope you can hear that sizzling sound. Just cooked to perfection. So definitely the next lasagna that we will be doing, in fact we have tried it already, will be a chicken lasagna, and that will be in some of the other videos that should still be uploaded rather. And yeah, we're just going to mix things up with obviously some nice practical videos in terms of work related things. Okay, this is also work, you know, making food, it's work for us. But I think you guys know what I mean, the DIY, the motorbikes, the cupboards, the plumbing, the electrical, you know. With this channel, you're gonna learn all around. So please do support, that is the least that we want, and spread the word, because we only going to give back to our community, and that is how we all can grow as a community. There is no I in team, as was mentioned in one of the previous videos. So this is a trick that you should actually do, which we learned from, is to not put avos on anything, pizza, lasagna or whatever it might be, before it goes into the oven, because it is going to let's say brown it, make it darker, and you don't want that, you know, it just gives the look off. So you definitely do that afterwards. When you take your pizza out, then you put your nice avo strips or slices. But all in all, it was lovely. All three of the lasagna for the first time. Thank you.